Hi, Beck Mack here for POPSART, and I am at the Museum of Brisbane to explore this exhibition that's happening right now, City in the Sun, and I'm with the fabulous Sebastian Moody, who has a really divine piece of work here. Hi, Sebastian, how are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks, Beck. How you going?
I'm really good, and this particularly makes me feel very happy to see sunshine psychology. How does this relate to the theme of City in the Sun?
Well, City in the Sun's an exhibition that's kind of looking at how Brisbane has been advertised or how it advertises itself. And so through advertising, we're able to form a sense of civic identity. And the work is really, I guess, trying to be critical, but also sum up in just two words what that is. And at some point during the 1950s, we decided that Queensland would be the the city in the sun, the sunshine state. I think we've had other campaigns like Beautiful One Day, Perfect the Next, and now we're the smart state. So we have these ways of how we identify ourselves to the exterior world, but then also those kind of identifiers are also going inside us as well. And so that's how we kind of think about how we are as a people. And so are we really a sunshine people? Yeah.
Well, that's a question that I often ask. And as a teenager, I wore black stockings, had very white skin and black hair, and was dedicated to that, even in 37-degree heat. So it is hard to live up to the sunshine psychology. Is that part of what you're unpacking?
Well, yes, but also not. So, I mean, sunshine psychology could also be, it's a positive, people have said, oh, it's really a positive thing. You know, let's enjoy the sun. It could be a critical thing. It could be a slogan. It could be a poem. It could be a really dumb joke. It could be all of these things. I think one of the benefits of having, artwork in a gallery is people know that they come to a gallery to think about something. And so it's interesting that with just two words that you can really encourage some thought. Yeah.
And with your work, it is aesthetically, it is very enticing. It's alluring, it's beautiful, it's seductive, but at the same time, as you said, it's two words. So you are drawing on your research and your work around marketing and psychology. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've discovered?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think the history of psychology and advertising is actually a lot stronger linked than most people think. There's a guy called Edward Bernays who's Freud's nephew, and he was working as a propaganda artist in World War I, and then after World War I, propaganda was such a dirty word that he decided to change it to public relations. Right. And so he was using all of Freud's ideas about training the unconscious and satisfying desire and all this kind of stuff. So I think the two go hand in hand, and I think he's a bit of an evil genius and someone worth knowing something about. So I think, another interesting thing about this exhibition is that there's a difference between marketing, PR, propaganda, and art. Yeah. And so, well, what is that? And I think that for me is, I forget their names, but some people that curated the Sydney Biennale a few years ago, and they sort of said, well, the difference between them is that propaganda tries to give you a solution where that art asks a question.
I love that.
And so that's, I guess, it sounds like an answer to a question that you haven't asked.
Yes. And that really does draw on your body of work that is often large-scale text-based work in public spaces, which, as you're saying, begs questions because you don't know what the frame of relativity is. Is that sort of the space that you continue to work in?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I haven't had an installation like this in a gallery for a long time, maybe ever. Yeah. And so it was a chance to work with some new materials, try something new. Yeah. I'm really happy with where it's gone. I think it can be developed a lot further, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen next. I think the difference of having a work in a gallery is people are going to be able to spend the time with it. Don't have to worry about crashing their car or being outside. They can take it in. So yeah.
And talking about being in a gallery, like you look around, cast your eye around the room, and the curatorial frame in which this work is collected and placed together, it does really build a really interesting deep dive into the identity of place that is Brisbane. What do you feel when you walk around this room? What comes to you around what this exhibition is exploring?
Well, I think it's very much about the identity, and as I was saying before, about the tourism aspect of it. So I think artists are always asking for an alternative view on something, and so but they're also very personal views, obviously. So I think that it's a moment to pause and have a bit of criticality about, well, what does it mean to be a sunshine state? What does it mean to be a sunshine person, and how does that manifest in our society?
Well, I love being in this space. I got married at the Big Pineapple, so I'm all for it. And but this is particularly fantastic. So congratulations and well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.